Okay, I'm going to walk to the grocery store and get some free food. It should only take me about 5 minutes. How you doing, kitties? It's pretty nice having a grocery store that close to your house. It's even better that you can listen to your own polka music. You can listen to that polka music on 1330 AM here in Central Texas. Charlie Taylor does the polka show for us. You can get to it on the internet by going to ktae.net. That's ktae.net. Alright, so what do we got here? Lots of tomatoes. Lots of tomatoes. Let's see. This one looks pretty good. Did I pay for that? Free, wasn't it? It's an orange sun gold. That's a tangy tomato. Here's another red one here. That one looks like it needs to be washed. That's one thing about eating free food from the grocery store. Sometimes you gotta rinse it off. So let's go rinse this sucker off. Hey, there's some mint. We'll have that for dessert here in a little bit. So what we got here is free water. Just comes out of the ground magically. It's pretty cold too. So I'm gonna eat this tomato there. Yeah, it's pretty cool how that water comes out like that. A little bit of air. That's the airlift pump, by the way. That's why it's chugging like that. Airlift pump. So let's get a little snack here. We already got our vegetables. I'm gonna have some mint. So let's pick a little mint here. And I'm gonna go rinse it off with some free water. So I've had my vegetables, the tomatoes. Well, it's really a fruit, I think. Rinse off this mint. Change my palate. Then we'll go over to the fruit orchard. Let's follow this water hose. See where this water hose is going. This water hose is going somewhere. Goes around here, trying to trick me. Hey, look at that. A little fruit orchard here that I planted this winter when everybody was playing video games in their house. I put a wood stove in my house by myself and planted this little miniature fruit orchard. It's got plum trees, peach trees, apples. Here's another plum tree. This is from this year. I just planted this winter, around January. Look at that peach. I'll try that one here in a little bit. But I've really been looking at these apples over here. There's a fig. I'll get figs next year out of that. Can't forget about the grapes. Pretty cool grocery store. A grocery store without a roof. What a concept. Grapes. These are black Spanish over here, this row. And this is the airlift pump. I have several pumps in that well that work off of air. That's why it's not consistent flow. Let's see, which apple do I want here? I'm going to pick one of these smaller ones. I'm going to save this big one. I'm going to pick one of these smaller ones because this branch looks like it needs a break. There's probably 7 apples on it. So I'm going to twist one off the bottom here and wash it off with some more of this free water here. Rinse it off a little bit. It's a pretty short walk to Oh, that's awesome. Right off the tree. Rinsed off with the well water. Listen to Charlie.
Daniel Sandowski with Over the Waves.
That's Charlie doing the polka show for us on KTAE 1330, the Lone Star Legend. You can get to the polka show, and it has talk radio like Alex Jones and other people, Joyce Riley. Go to ktae.net. That's ktae.net. Or you can just go to frytv.com and you might find some listen live links up on the top of the page pretty soon. I'll put those up there. What do we have here? Behind me is a pear tree. Look at those pears. Those suckers are getting ready. I got 5 or 6 of these pear trees just loaded this year. Now these were here when I acquired the property in 2003. Over here we have a bed of blueberries. They're suffering a little bit, but I'll step it up a notch next year. Put them in the wrong spot, too many weeds. Well, there we go. I walked to the grocery store and I got free food. I planted this grocery store 6 months ago. It's already given me food back. And these trees are really too small to produce food. You can see what happened. This apple tree was loaded and I had to take the apples off because I came out here one day and the tree snapped in half completely. And there was just a little bit of the bark left, just enough to keep the tree alive. So I taped it back up with some HVAC tape. And I'm fixing to start watering it and see what happens. But it looks like it's going to make it, or it's as hot as it gets here in Texas, in central Texas, it would have already been dead. So that little bit of bark that was left is keeping it alive. I'm going to have to try one of these peaches. I'm going to try this smaller one here. It needs to be rinsed off. It's a good thing I put in this airlift pump that puts water around the property. I'm going to have to set this apple down. Bear with me here. Alright, let's rinse this off a little bit more. We're almost to our 10-minute mark here for YouTube's. Alright, let's try this peach. I don't know what kind it is. I think it's some kind of June Gold or something. I can't remember. Really good, but picked a little early. Kind of crunchy. I should have picked a bigger one, but I wanted to save that one. I really want to enjoy it. So there you go. Walking to the grocery store, getting free food, free water in under 10 minutes. Doesn't get any better than that. And we still have ducks in the pond. You can see right over there. frytv.com. Don't forget to subscribe.